All right, welcome back y'all to the channel. This is the S14 drag car. We recently sold the S13 drift car, so we're gonna get this one done. Got the nice little stick right there going. Got the axles right there, got the rear end stick I put in, still got the drag sticks on that have like less than, it's like 15 miles on them. But anyway, this is the current condition of the car as of Monday in July of 2024. I still have the dual valve springs installed right there. Got the forward-facing headers, and we have the car apart. The reason we have it apart is that we had a stage 4 Tsunami version 2 cam in the car. The car would not run. Couldn't figure out what's going on. Then I found out that maybe the dual valve springs, these ones I have right here, just don't have enough pounds, like enough pressure on them to keep the valve shut or close them fast enough for that cam. So what we were doing is we were installing a stage 2 cam that's sitting right there. Sloppy Mechanics stage 2 turbo cam, because the car does have a turbo that we want to put on it again eventually. But what happened is I was pulling the camshaft out, and the lifter and slot number 3, which is cylinder number 3, conveniently, it fell through and went all the way to the oil pan. So we have the oil pan, start to take it off. So I gotta get underneath there, I gotta get that lifter out of the oil pan, I gotta put the lifter back up into the engine. Once we're done with that, we can put the headers back on. I went ahead and cut the headers back. These are forward-facing headers off of eBay. They're about that long when you order them, but what I did is I cut it back so I had more room to direct my new exhaust I just built, which I'll show you guys later once we're done. Get done with all this. So there's right there, mocked it all up. And I had the car almost ready to go to the track day last time, but just couldn't get that stage 4 cam to run. What I'm actually suspecting now is that it might be the O2 sensor might have gone bad, and that's why it wasn't running right with that stage 4 cam in it, because the pistons are capped, everything was redone, the motor, brand new oil pump, oil pressure is 60 pounds. So I don't know what's going on, but it was just really loud and I didn't like it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the motor back together. I'm gonna bring you guys back in a little bit once I get the lifter out, hopefully get back in. If not, we're gonna pull that head apart, but I have ARP head studs, so it won't be that hard to do. Get some new head gaskets, seal it back up. We have the 102 millimeter throttle body on it right now, just because I thought maybe it was injectors. I was trying to eliminate what it could be, but the one thing I didn't change out was O2 sensor. And after changing out the same ECU that's out there in my truck, after I put the new ECU on it with the new harness and all that stuff, it was doing the same thing that this car was doing. You like start it and it wouldn't really run right without like any throttle. And the same thing, same ECU, same harness, everything that was on this car, I put on the truck and it was doing the exact same thing. And then vice versa, like I said, on both vehicles is doing the exact same thing. Whether I went in the Holley Terminator kit and I changed it to be the exact model or the modem or the motor, the camshaft settings, everything, it just wouldn't run right. So it's gonna be a really good test to find out that once I put the new Holley I just ordered and just got off Marketplace, once I put on here, if it's still running like crap, even with that stage 2 turbo cam in it, which takes a lot less spring pressure than the stage 4, then we'll know most likely it's the O2 sensor. But we got a little bit of work to do that before we get to that point, so stay tuned. And we're back. Let's give you another further update on what happened today while I was working on the car. The previous video I'm going to post, in combination with this video, is going to show that intake was on and I was still pulling everything apart, but then here we go. Motor is still sitting there. It's actually sitting right on the motor mounts a little bit right there. You see down there in the corner. And got all hooked up, and then we took the oil pan off. You see there's no oil pan anymore. And then, interesting enough, what I said in the first video is that the lifter from cylinder 3 fell down. I don't know if it's the intake or exhaust side, whichever, but it fell down. I thought it went in the oil pan. Well, come to find out, it's not in the oil pan, because I drained all the oil out over there, took the headers off and all that stuff, drained the oil pan, and I was trying to find the lifter and kind of find out it's not in the oil pan. It's actually on that tray, you know, that goes on right there above the oil intake tube. Yeah, right there. So I'm actually have to get underneath the car. I'm gonna have to probably drop that, what's called a splash guard or something like that. I have to take that down, or I'm gonna find where the lifter is hiding in there, and then I'm gonna have to try to fish it up, like I said, through where you put the cam in. I'm gonna try to fish it back up in the head. If I can't, I'm gonna pull the head off. But yeah, that's pretty much as far as I made today. I got in the Charger we just picked up last week, and took it over to my brother's, took the oil pan over to my brother's. He was trying to weld it up. It wasn't cooperating very well. We went through 2 fittings, and unfortunately it just didn't work out tonight. So this is about as far as I'm gonna get for the night. It's pretty late now, and it's still hot because it's summertime. So I think I'm just gonna leave the stuff where it is right now. It's not gonna hurt the jack or anything. Like I said, it's on the engine engine mounts and stuff, so it'll be okay sitting there for the night. Then tomorrow after work, I'm gonna pull the engine transmission out. Hopefully my brother's colleagues will be able to have that oil pan welded up. And if they're not, then I'm gonna have to find, either I'm gonna put it back on the way it is. We're looking at the way we're gonna do the oil feed line to the turbo. I think for this weekend, because like every time I wanna go race, I do things last minute. So I still got more to do in the car. And like tomorrow, if we don't get the oil pan back immediately, like I say, we can't use that one, it's a truck oil pan, that won't fit on these S chassis. What we end up doing tomorrow is that we do have the rear end sitting over there from the 350Z. We still have the axles and stuff right here that goes to that too. We may end up dropping the rear, what do you call it, cradle down tomorrow and swapping out that rear end. I'm not sure yet, because a lot of the racing I think I'm gonna start doing is gonna be 8th mile. And if we do 8th mile, then we don't want to change the rear end out because it's going to be a lot higher gear, which will be better for quarter, but not so much for 8th. So I got to decide what kind of racing I'm going to do. A lot of racing we do here where I'm from, that my brother's been doing for the last year or so, has been all 8th mile. But anyway, enough of my talking. I'm going to go inside. It's hot. I'm calling it a night for tonight. We're going to go over the wiring of stuff. I'm going to do like a whole series on how I built this car. Like I said, we're still gonna be interested to find out. So we got our new Holley ECU sitting right here. Get that box out of our way. Yeah, brand new right here. So we got to put that in. The harness and everything is still on the car from the old Terminator X that was already installed. I said the exhaust I just built. My flag I gotta get rid of because it's all tore up in place. But I said, here's the O2 sensor we're gonna try to change out and see what's going on with it, see if that is what's causing problems. If it is, I'm gonna be happy, but also frustrated because that means I could have left the stage 4 cam in and we could have ran all motor this weekend. But anyway, I'm gonna keep this video short, sweet, to the point. Bring it back, guys, back tomorrow, show you what's going on with the car. And I said, hopefully in a few days, we'll have this car at the track. Hopefully in no more than 2 more days, 2 more videos, 3 more videos, we'll have the car running and I'll show you guys how awesome that exhaust sounds that I built. And yeah, that's it for tonight. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in. Like, subscribe, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned, follow on Instagram. God bless you all. Good night.